Today on Rappler. New findings cast doubt on EJK victim Kian de los Santos' earlier autopsies. The Philippines and the United States agree on 4 new locations for military bases. Metro Manila mayors approve a new single ticketing system. Retail store Japan Home Center will take onions as payment for select products on February 4. Ex-Luna member Chuu responds to BlackBerry Creatives' petition to ban her from activities. NFL quarterback Tom Brady says he is retiring for good. And pop superstar Beyonce will be back on tour after nearly 7 years. The latest examination on Kian de los Santos' remains cast doubts on the previous autopsies done by the Philippine National Police and the Public Attorney's Office. Kian was the 17-year-old boy from Caloocan City who was killed in 2017 by policemen at the height of the bloody drug war of the Duterte administration. Forensic pathologist Dr. Raquel Fortun notes at least 2 new findings after re-examining de los Santos' remains. Fortun reveals the PNP only made a superficial cut in the body during the first autopsy, meaning Kian's body was not properly examined. Pau did another autopsy at de los Santos' residence, which confirmed Fortun's statement. In her findings, Fortun also reveals she recovered another bullet around Kian's neck that entered through his back when he was shot. 5 years after his death, Kian's remains were exhumed by his family. The Philippines and the United States agree on 4 new local bases in the country where American troops will be allowed to build facilities and pre-position defense assets. In a joint readout, the 2 countries announced their, quote, plans to accelerate the full implementation of the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, adding 4 new locations in addition to the already existing 5 under the agreement. Philippine Defense Secretary Galvez declines to give details on the location of the 4 new EDCA sites. Following the announcement, militant activists protest, demanding the Marcos administration scrap the military deal. In a press briefing, U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, who is visiting the Philippines, highlights the addition of new EDCA sites would not lead to a return of permanent U.S. bases in the Philippines. Metro Manila mayors approved the implementation of a single ticketing system unifying the enforcement of traffic rules in the capital region. The move will, quote, harmonize the existing national and local laws on traffic enforcement. The newly established Metro Manila Traffic Code of 2023 standardizes fines and penalties. The code lists the following as the most common traffic violations, which will be penalized uniformly. With a single ticketing system, errant motorists will be able to pay for traffic violations in any city of the region, regardless of which locality they were caught in. Payments can also be settled electronically. MMC President and San Juan City Mayor Francis Zamora says the system will take effect in March. The Philippines' Japan Home Center, or JHC, will be accepting the elusive sibuyas or onions as payment for select in-store items, but only on Saturday, February 4. The retail store announces its first Pay with Sibuyas promo, where they will accept 1 onion in exchange for the customer's chosen product. A maximum of 3 items per purchase will be allowed per customer. The promo is exclusive to Japan Home Center's Panay Avenue branch. JHC says all collected onions will be used for a community pantry. Japan Home Center is, quote, the country's first and original Japanese discount 88 peso store. Based on the government's price monitoring, local red onions are sold in markets for 480 pesos to 600 pesos per kilo, and white onions at around 450 pesos to 700 pesos per kilo. Former K-pop girl group Luna member Chuu responds to reports that BlackBerry Creative submitted a petition to ban Chuu from entertainment activities in South Korea. In their petition, BlackBerry Creative reportedly claims Chuu violated her exclusive contract with the agency by signing a new contract with company BY4M Studio in 2021. On her Instagram story, Chuu writes, it is, quote, quite exhausting and disappointing that I have to keep issuing statements on matters like this. Chuu adds, quote, slanderous articles based on false information have crossed the line recently, saying she didn't even know BY4M back in December. BlackBerry Creative also confirms they will file the same petition against Heejin, Kim Lip, Jinso, and Choeri. The 4 Luna members have recently won an injunction to suspend their exclusive contracts with the agency. National Football League quarterback Tom Brady, widely regarded as the best quarterback in league history, says he's retiring, quote, for good. Brady breaks the news a year after he made the same announcement, only to change his mind a few weeks later.
I'm retiring. For good. Thank you guys for allowing me to live my absolute dream.
The 45-year-old spent 20 seasons with the New England Patriots before relocating to Florida and leading the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to a Super Bowl championship in 2021. Brady appeared in a record 10 Super Bowls, winning the game 7 times. He also won the Super Bowl MVP award 5 times, the NFL MVP award 3 times, and his 15 Pro Bowl selections are the most in league history. Brady appears headed to broadcasting, having agreed to a reported 10-year, $375 million contract to join Fox Sports. Music star Beyonce announces her first new tour in nearly 7 years, taking her latest album, Renaissance, on the road around Europe and North America. The Renaissance World Tour will kick off in Stockholm on May 10, traveling across the continent until the end of June. It will then resume in Toronto in July before wrapping in New Orleans in September. In July 2022, Beyoncé released the chart-topping and critically acclaimed 7th studio album, Renaissance. The record, inspired by Black and queer dance music culture and pioneers, is in the running for the coveted Album of the Year prize at this year's Grammy Awards. Beyoncé's last studio tour was in 2016 in support of her album, Lemonade. And that's today's wrap. I'm Nina Liu. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.